How's it going, guys? Good afternoon. It is 12 o'clock now, and I'm going to go over the trades I took today on my TopStep accounts. I did pass the accounts, so now they are all XFAs. I'll go ahead and let me see. Can I just switch screens? There we go. As you guys can see here, and I locked it out just to make sure I don't take any trades today. But all 5 are passed, and now I will show you guys the trades I took. So I did take 4 trades today, but 3 of them were break even. So if it's a break even trade, I allow myself to take another trade. And then the one was a win, and they all basically won. Just kept stopping me out, except this one. This one, it's a good thing I was break even because it went and stopped out. Would have hit a loss. But this one would have been a win. This one would have been a win. This one was a win. So it worked out. But I'll go over the reasoning behind all these trades. So basically, if we rewind here, right, and then play, so this is 9:30. As we see on all 3 of the indices, they were bullish on the 15 and the 30, and the 1 hour was bear on NQ and ES, but YM was bullish, right? We could go into the 1 hour and show you guys. And for NQ, it was this candle right here, which basically is a C2 candle, right? So if there's a candle that looks like this, right, followed by a candle that sweeps the low but closes above that low, it's a candle 2 formation. And usually what happens during this occurrence is that it wants to go up. It's like a sign of a reversal. So that is what I was taking from that, as well as YM having this bullish candle. It just made me think, all right, it wants to continue further. And if we see ES also, this one here was very low. So it really shows that it wants to continue in that bullish pattern. So I had a bullish bias going on. Now, as soon as the market opened, I was looking to find a good time to go long. So we see it opened, immediately went down, and had a strong displacement back up. So I was looking for a little rejection to go long. Here we see that rejection occur. I enter my long, and 2.33 RR, basically risking like 2 to make 4.5, or a little more than that because of the setback. So it was, I don't know, whatever exactly it was. And then right around here is when I move it to break even. And good thing I did, because immediately taps me out at break even. Then goes, stops, right? So it would have been a loss there. Now we see strong displacement back up. And I really want to see just like this get broken, right? So I'm watching, and it kind of does. But we also have this huge SMT. Now this is where I start to get a little worried. Like, is it really long? Because if we go into the 4 hour, right, there's this fair value gap down here for YM. But NQ is still extremely bullish, and ES is showing strong signs of bull, as well as rejecting this fair value gap. So did NQ. So because it was rejecting there, I'm thinking, all right, YM is just going to go lower and continue further up. It's just rejecting right now. So I wasn't too fearful for NQ. Just YM, I did, think it's going to take a little while. But also here, right, we see that ES kind of looks sluggish. It's a lot lower, right? It's nowhere near as high as NQ. So kind of made me a little fearful, but I still had my long bias, so I was sticking with it. Now, as soon as this happened, I go ahead and enter long, because we also see that even ES is starting to pump a little bit here, and YM looks like it's sort of rejecting right around there. But obviously I'm not entering YM, I'm entering NQ. So stayed focused. Then I was long right around there. I moved to break even, and tiny wick gets me at break even. Unfortunate. So I wait a little bit. I want to see a nice move here. Then right around there, I entered, well, like it was in the middle of this candle, honestly. I entered long again. Um, and then I'm in it, and I move I have my stop right here at, what is this level? London high. All right. And then it goes, gets you break even again. It's a common occurrence. Then this time I enter right there, right? Because as we see, strong move up, reverse, and it just seems like it's just a little pullback, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. So I enter here. I put my stop right under this, and we see this nice strong move here. So right when this happens, I put it to break even again. And luckily, it continues and hits full take profit. So it worked out. Uh, Took 4 tries, but like I said, if it's a break-even trade, I'll allow myself to continue trading. If it's a loss, I'll take it to the chin. So now we have our XFAs. We are there. I did the consistency path. Technically, 3 days till you can take payouts. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take them slower. I'm not rushing this at all, but I did it because you get more in payouts, right? So the regular route you only get 5K per account. This time you get 6K. So regular, I could take a max of 25,000 at a 90 split. I think it was like 22,500, something like that. This case, it's 30,000 with your 90 split is 27,000. So it's like a $5,000 benefit, right? Why would I not do that? It makes more sense to do this, right? And yeah, maybe because of consistency, it'll take a little longer, but I wasn't planning on rushing it anyway, right? I need to make $12,000 in order to take that out. Um, and for the rest of the month, let's say I want to get it by the end of April, right? We have 5, 9, 10, 11 trading days, right? So I would need to make, what is that? Just slightly over $1,000 a day. Probably like $1,080. Let's see, 12,000 divided by 11, $1,090.91 basically. So extremely doable, right? Risk 600 to make 1,000. That's not even a 2RR trade. Um, and if you lose 600, right, with a $4,500 drawdown, I would need to lose 7.5 trades in a row to blow the account. So as long as we keep our proper risk management. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna have a 100% win rate, so I'm probably not gonna get that payout by the end of this month. But mid-May or something, that's perfectly fine. Whatever, right? Like I said, this is a challenge to get to live. I probably won't get to live till the end of the year if I keep this up. But that is the goal here. So we're just gonna do it nice and slow, build up, take max payouts, and see how things go. Right now, when I did activate, the reason I set that lockout as well is because obviously, look at this. Right, it's tempting to go long again, but use the lockout feature. Always use the risk tools. They're for you. They're for your benefit. Not enough people take advantage of it. Highly recommend it. But that is all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, we passed the combines. Now we are XFAs. So tomorrow, take a trade. Hopefully we get our $1,100 and we'll be one step closer to max payout land. See you guys tomorrow.